Welcome to the AACS Daily News. Area families had a chance to get into the holiday spirit as the Attleboro Recreation Department hosted a program titled A Heck of a Way to Stay Warm for Kids and Families. The event was put on by musician and storyteller John Porcino. We spoke with the organizers to learn more.
Good morning. My name is Christy Clausen, the Attleboro Recreation Director, and behind me we have a show going on called A Heck of a Way to Stay Warm. It is funded by the Mass Cultural Council. John reached out to me. He had received the grant to do this show and didn't have a venue to host him. So when he reached out, I thought, what a better place than the Bartek Recreation Center to host something like this around the holidays. And then I also thought about our friends at Project Connect. We host one of their playgroups. They have several, but one of their playgroups we host here on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. And I thought that this would be a great fit to add in as a activity for their families.
Hi, my name is Andrea Witherell. I'm the coordinator of the Project Connect in Attleboro. We're actually a coordinated family and community engagement program from the Department of Early Education and Care. We have going on behind us A Heck of a Way to Stay Warm by John Porcino. He's doing this through the Cultural Council. We try to do some of these. We happen to get lucky on this one. We don't have the money in our grant to provide these performances. Occasionally we've just done Cultural Council grants ourselves, but the benefit of this is to get the children involved. They learn through doing, and this just gives them a lot of enrichment and experiences that help them when they're going into school. We have our Facebook page is Project Connect Family Center, Attleboro, and they can go on the Facebook. We post our events and we post our newsletter on that.
My name is John Porcino, and for now 42 years as of January, I've been making my living as a storyteller and a musician. So I travel around. I have 15 shows this month. This one was sponsored by the Attleboro Cultural Council. We had 25 wonderful little kids and their parents and grandparents. I did a story like the famous winter story called The Mitten that comes from Ukraine, and it's a great little repetitive kid story.
Now, John, why do you do this? Where does this passion come from?
My dad was a violin player and a strings teacher. So he got up every morning at 6 o'clock, gave some of his kids private lessons. Every morning he got up. Then he went off to school and taught the violin all day in school. Then he came home and he did private lessons so we could have money for fun. And he would tell you right to his dying age that he had the best job in the world. My mother was a great reader. So after dinner, she would say things like, sometimes, not all the time, if you can, do the dishes in 15 minutes, I'll read to you. And I'm one of 7 kids. And we'd get in the kitchen, we'd clean the dinner in a flash, and we'd be out on our big couch in the living room, my mother in the middle. My dad sat out in the rocking chair, and my mother read great stories, and I learned to love story. I mean, some of the songs and stories I've done 100 times in the way that it's been here. And I'm not tired of it because each audience gives you something new. And the little kids were smiling and clapping and participating. And their parents really enjoy seeing them happy. And I like to bring a little laughter and lightness to a world that could use light in the darkest season of the year. So.
I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine.